Hey. Hey. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sussex Saturday. I am VS Speaks Royally. Hopefully, you all are hearing me. I usually get my little notification from a couple of the moderators in the chat if they can hear, but I'm just going to keep on moving because I don't see anybody screaming about no sound. Okay, so I hope everybody's doing well on this Saturday. I will say this here in the US, please, especially out west, but then the southern states, do all that you can to stay cool and hydrated because, yeah, it's almost like hell opened up. And the heat, from how they describe hell, I kind of say this realm is hell. But anyway, um, just be safe out there because it is no joke. It's no joke. I beg the dogs, please go so I can get back into the air conditioning. So just be safe out there. Hello to everyone. Let me see. Oh, thank you. I see. Okay, so you are hearing me. Um, Let me just see if there's anything that you dropped in. Okay, it's just everybody's greeting everybody. And Nightbot's dropping in some links. Let me get over here and just make sure everything is. Yep. Woo! I'm laughing at Church Nelly. I see her comments as I'm scrolling through, and I don't even know if I got that screenshot over here. Oh yeah, I think I do. But we're gonna find out when we come down into trash time. Okay, let me get started. Let me do my disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. As I do every Sussex Saturday, I read my favorite quote of Harry and Meghan. Each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. Whew. So it has been some active stuff happening, not Sussex wise, per se, but tabloid wise, yeah, they're eating their own, and that's a good thing. But I wanted to do a little timeline cleanse, just of Meghan, a little picture. You'll know how I do, just to keep focus on our faves, and I'm looking forward to seeing them out and about. Um, I think I shared this on Thursday. So many of you are aware the Hollywood Critics Awards, which is probably going to be affected by not just the writer's strike, but the actor's strike, because how would the awards programs go on when there's no one to host, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But Harry and Meghan docuseries on Netflix was nominated for Best Streaming Nonfiction Series. So very happy for them. I know I did this whole talk that people had this big to do to over the Emmys, but to be nominated is awesome, especially when you, for any award, when you did, that wasn't your purpose. Your purpose was to tell your story, your side of the story, to shut down all or set the record straight on all the lies that have been pushed by the tabloids. So kudos to all involved in the production of Harry and Meghan Netflix docuseries. Just a reminder, coming up in August, polo team will be a ride in the Centabali polo team. And looking forward to it. It's going to be in Singapore or at the Singapore Polo Club. Hopefully we will, knowing the big time difference, we'll be able to luxuriate in pictures that we see and maybe some clips here and there. So hopefully that will be our chance to see, you know, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan, out and about together. Squatty Corner, alert, alert, get ready everybody. The countdown, this is just a screenshot that I took from the Sussex events. Of course, the time clock has changed some, but they are putting it out and letting us all know that the joint birthday celebration giving campaign will be coming with regard to Meghan, who is August 4th, and Harry, who is September 15th. Between those dates, Squad does their annual giving, so more information will be coming. I shared this next screenshot with the squad because, you know, they get some extras here and there, but I just fell out laughing. Those of you who know who are behind this will understand. If woeful Dan Rotten goes down, Michelle and I will fire up our podcast for 3 months straight. Now, I don't usually hope for the downfall, but Woody Woot deserves it. And I'll be getting into Woody Woot again in trash time because there's now a second accuser who has shared some very graphic information. And yeah, unbelievable. Again, our condolences out to B10. Yeah. And any other squatter that I'm not aware of that may have experienced a loss of a loved one over the last week. I wanted to share what was trending currently, especially in the US. I was like, really? The Princess of Wales. That's only because of Wimbledon, and I'll just let you know that. I do not have any pictures of her coming up, so don't look for that. Well, not from Wimbledon of today, so, but I just wanted to share that. So as we get ready, I'm going to just jump and look into the comments really quickly. To see if there's anything. Lorna, yes, Nanny Fran Drescher is on fire for the Actors Guild. Yeah, I saw some information. I saw a clip of her talking. At first I didn't even recognize her, but when I saw the name, I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, she's not playing around. Let me see. What is this, Diane? I'm happy to endure our Texas hellish heat because big reminder to Governor Abbott and Ted Cruz. Love the preview for them. Oh, Lord. Y'all are so funny. Already cutting up. Let me see. Marshar, Miss VS Megan has been spotted out walking guy and buying flour. Oh, really? I haven't seen those pictures. Um, and I was scrambling just to get myself situated for this live stream, as y'all could tell, because I was late getting it started. But um, Mrs. says, yippee for Tina and Michelle coming back for 3 months and beyond. She said 3 months, but you know how we'll be begging them to stay. But yeah, it's too funny. Oh Lord, Tiger, the Daily Fail got a picture of Megan and Guy or Mama Mia at the Montecito Farmers Market. How did they get it? Leave her alone. Well, they have the Paps out there. Well, the Paps are out there because we know that there's a lot of big name folks that live in the area. So if they're snapped when they're out and about, that's no biggie. It's just leave them alone when they're at home. And the tabloid people keep forgetting the tabloid that was sued out of business, or the paparazzi company that was sued out of business because of the pictures taken in their backyard of Archie and Mama Doria. So if they're out and about, there's not much that they'll say within reason. They expect that, but yeah. Paps are going to do what Paps are going to do. Now you got me going on here on Twitter. Oh, Lordy be. And seeing if I can. I mean, this will be the time that I'll say Squad hasn't shared anything, and that's shocking to me because usually they will share everything. Although, okay, I don't know what that is. Something. Yeah, I shouldn't come out. Shouldn't come out here into the Bird app and be looking around because it's just the craziest stuff. But oh, is that how much she was making? Woo. Okay. It gives context to something I brought over. Y'all are like, what is she talking about? Hey, Miss Viv, how are you? Mrs. S, I see you. Cookies and cream. All right. We all miss the three of them, yes. If we've ever rooted for the downfall of somebody, which I will be shocked if he doesn't have there's not some ramifications, but he seems to be protected by somebody. Maybe they're peg buddies. I don't know. But anyway, I looked through the comments. I still haven't seen the pictures, but I'll look for them when I get off. You know me, I'll share them at least with the squad that are in channel membership. So taking a deep breath, just looking at a few more of the comments. There's a video. Oh, they actually have a video? Oh, okay. Well, Oh, they're on Instagram? Oh, okay, let's see. I'm hardly over there. Let me see. Everyone on social media keeps dragging Vile Dan Wootens. Let's help get Tina Michelle to come back. Yeah. If that wasn't, motivation for most of Squad, let me tell you. So there were a lot of so-called squaddies really didn't care for Tina, but it's his life and its many calamities. Let me see. So my haters would come out with some story because Megan was out and about. Yeah, they'll come out about it, but and especially it's deflection. All right, so let me. See, I didn't even do this. I didn't even have my banner going. All right, let me come down here. Let me kick off trash time. It might be a quick. This might be a quick little Sussex Saturday. All hearts and minds are in agreement. It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. Okay, so trash time. Let me see. I saw this, and this is not really, but it is trash time for me, and it's a little hint to the U.S. based citizens or squatties and whatever is getting ready to be something here. So the U.S. is getting ready to go through something. All right, so I just wanted to share that because that belongs in the trash if that's true. But being that it's reported by the Associated Press, I believe it. I saw this alleged squatty, but I don't believe so. Just that it said, Archie has both of Willie's sons beat in the looks department, and it's been said by many Archie well-mannered and little gentlemen. Well, we don't know anybody aside from personal friends, and they wouldn't come out of Harry and Meghan to ever say anything about Archie and stop comparing him to the cousins over in the UK. So I declared this person and a couple other people a deranger and got blocked, but did take a screenshot. Okay. I just saw this this headline: Queen Camilla's royal salary is canceled. And I was like, when was she getting a salary? So now I see, I'm just going to read it because it gave context to this because I was not clicking in it. Sky News is reporting Queen will not receive the £360 allowance from Parliament given to Prince Philip. Who knew Prince Philip was paid all these years? So £360,000. I hope I said thousand. So £360,000 times how many years? Okay. No wonder his good friend is very silent and the will is sealed. Okay. So she thought she was going to get that. Whoa. All right. You taxpayers, man. Woo. Paying them? Alrighty then. So, oh, Lord. Let's see. I saw this and knowing that at Daily Express, I was like, okay, why are you upset that somebody left? So Prince Harry dealt major blow as dedicated ally quits his charity after 11 years. So I go in because I'm like, okay, what are y'all talking about? I haven't seen this anywhere else. And then it's just Jonathan Hornby stepped down from one of the Duke's charities after 11 years. Okay. These are not lifetime appointments. I don't know why y'all make a big deal about it. You need to be focused on the UK folks, not, although this charity is there somewhat. Stop worrying about what's happening with Harry and Meghan. Really, just stop worrying about what's happening with them. Um, Allegedly, he had a lot to do with the pushback on Jeremy, but whatever. But this is a picture of Johnny and, of course, Harry. And I don't see what the big deal is. Good luck to you. 11 years is a long time. Done wonderful work. Kudos to you. Hopefully there's no flicking scandal that will jump out, which I'm happy to say hasn't happened. Knock wood for, those that are in the vicinity and acquaintance of Harry and Meghan. Same can't be said about those that have that invisible contract with the royal tabloids, but okay. Good sip of the tea. I did see the screenshot and I felt it was good to share at this moment. In that we always hear that, we accepted Meghan. We always accepted Meghan. The Rhoda like to jump back out there and say that they accepted her. This is from 2017. Prince Harry to marry a mulatto, completely wrong. And so even that it was shared by this particular site, which, no longer if, but when for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. So, yeah, this was September, we probably right before they went to the Invictus games together. And she was in a magazine prior to their engagement announcement. So, but when they tried to rewrite and say how we were accepting and we there was no such thing and blah blah blah. It's all there's always a receipt out there that squad drops here and there, and I was glad I saw that today and wanted to share that. Now, I do want to ask the question, um, which I don't care that the tabloids are eating their own because they truly are beginning to start eating their own. But what was so special about this man and this man that they just had a few weeks of heat, but as soon as they claimed mental health, and the one that's currently on the screen, allegedly per his wife, is in a mental hospital. But what's so special about them that the press then backs off, their friends and the press back off, and but with Meghan, they went harder. They laughed and they didn't believe her, and they just kept going and kept going and kept going. What's so special about this dude and this one? And until somebody can give me a reason that doesn't involve the difference in pigment, the difference in gender, like what's special about them? If they've done something egregious, then they should face the music for it. Because you better believe if Meghan ever did anything egregious, although marrying into the royal family seems to be the most egregious thing that she's done to um, elicit all the hate. But so I saw this, someone had posted it, and it was just because they're just coming at and stop buying this effing paper, you thick twats. And it's the Sun. But then I saw that this shop, um, after going after the BBC, because I guess it was the Sun that was really pushing it, that they're refusing to sell the Sun, a Welsh shop. They're refusing to sell the Sun newspaper. So, aren't there two royals that hold a title with regard to Welsh heritage? Well, mm, and that invisible contract just seems to jump out all over now. While the shop has decided to do that, kudos to them. But stop selling all those tabloids, and then I'll really give you a hand clap. You get nothing because one is not, doesn't negate all the others that you probably have for sale. So, Woody Woot. He's that's all I can say. Woody Woot is a trip. I saw, let me get this. So last week it came out that there was a potential S scandal around Woody Woot, a former boyfriend, partner, if you want to call him, gave very descriptive thread on Twitter as to what occurred between him and Woot, stalking, all this other stuff, all the burner accounts, and pretending to be female and catfishing people, and it is just like whoa. So that doesn't seem to bother GB News any, because it was this whole, oh, he'll be back on Monday. So I guess it doesn't take much. They're like, oh yeah, whatever. Who cares what he does? But now a second accuser has come forward. So I don't know what may happen to Woody Woot, but as we are all feeling, he deserves whatever blowback he gets in karma, and I'm sure his friends in the media, fellow tabloiders, will take good care of him. This second person, whew, I'm I was gonna black out the one word, but um, he's they say DW is a dangerous predator who drugged and aggressively AR'd me. Details below. this is his reckoning. And then they put hashtag his name. So it's mind blowing. You will have to go, if you're on the Bird app, you will have to go out to the Bird app. You will have to go under this particular account to see the thread. I think several squatties have shared. Some have it where you can't retweet it. Um, yeah, it's deep. It is massively deep. And if his media pals go silent on this, it'll tell us all we need to know on the connection, because it's going to have to be somebody pretty high up that's pulling strings to make sure that Woody Woot does not face any backlash for his shit. He's always been that, chest puffed out, here he was when, let me just show the picture. When this guy scandal came out with him in an underage, although they said he was of the legal age, but you're in your 40s and somebody is just about to be 18, to me, that's just, yeah. So, Woody Woot came to this person's side and, oh, we've got to help him and all this other stuff. I mean, this guy pictured used his mom as his get out of scandal free card. This one here, I don't think Dan was pictured with him, but maybe he will once he's released from the mental. Okay. Anyway, let me come back up here. So Miss Foots, her feet, I guess, were feeling pretty good today, with her being at Wimbledon, but they didn't take shots of that. She's looks like she's going back to her queen-like dress attire, pleated skirt and a top that I was like, is that a coat dress? She's going back to that, but yeah, the color even fit her. But again, we still would like to know where this necklace is. And to all the Rhoda and the UK-based royal family that are behind the smears and continual smears coming after Harry and Meghan, may you wake up in the middle of the night and see this beautiful woman standing in the foot of your bed. And then I hope she jumps you, rips your hearts out, and shoves them down your throats. Okay. Okay, woosah. Woosah, woosah, woosah. Okay. Let me take a sip of my tea. Let me come back over. Hey, Sis Hilda, how are you? I'm going to catch a point, jump in the comments. You know how I like to do. I do have some super stickers and I need to address, and I see where I'm just gonna grab this one really quickly. So, Lorna, Miss S, videos of Willie Leaks and possibly Kate's brother separately, not together. Oh, sorry, my keyboard is giving, there was something you had typed in there. Vonzilla, she might get 400,000 pounds if corrupt Chucky has his say, Lord of mercy. What does she need 400,000 pounds for? She doesn't do anything. She barely cuts a ribbon. What does she do to get 400,000? Because she's got the title. That I don't believe in my heart that QE2 signed off on willingly. The poor woman, now we know, was probably 2 steps out of transitioning, and they were like, here, sign this or put your R, and they moved her hand probably. It's just my opinion on that. 400,000. She doesn't do anything. Okay, let me. Oh, Alan, let me see. I'm thinking we now know why the jewels went missing and Kate had nothing to do with it. Count Miller, all about getting her payday. You are too funny. Well, you never know. But all fingers will point to cosplay being that, she was last seen with the always be leery of that. BW, thank you so very much. Both of you spoil. I just tell you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is for both of you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Mwah. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you to both of you so, so very much. So, oh my gosh. Well, Alan, you might be onto something. Whew, can you imagine? Whew. Cookies and Cream, the unroyals and their racist minions are desperately trying to portray the Sussexes as failures. Yeah, and there was a great screenshot that I know that Baron shared. I was going to share it, but I figured, Squad, you had seen it. One of the squaddies put together a great collage and just basically said in the era of the Sussexes flops, and it shows all their successes. And I mean, I went over them. Even if you just look at, you go, even though she was with the royal family when this came out, but the Together cookbook really kicked it off as far as how Meghan was going to be. You can look at Smart Works. You can look at, let me see, The Bench. And then you look at Harry with The Spare, and you look at Archetypes, and, their Netflix, the different docuseries that they've done, So, quite. Diane Mulatto, even George Wallace and Bull Connor would have known better. Okay, but to actually put that in writing, yeah, they were gangster back then. Still are, but they're getting back to it. Now they just have that crazy biddy on TV, who one day she's going to come out and say, I believe in my heart, the N word, and it's everybody's going to just fall apart and be like, I don't know how and where she get that from. Yeah, okay. Benjamin, Maria Mulatto, what is this, the 1920s with the hill? Yeah, well, again, that was 2017 headline. And they always want to say now, we were welcoming. What I don't understand, we welcomed her. That was the talk for one day, and that was the day of the wedding. That it was, I didn't see any smeary headlines. It was all to do about the wedding, which brought in a ton of money in tourism to that country up until you wanted to show your asses, and they decided to skip right on out of there. Oh, she's wearing a white shirt. I'm surprised they didn't lose their minds over that. I'm talking about Meghan. I see somebody had tweeted out, Special K just tweeted out without sharing the picture, tweeted out what she was wearing. So yeah. Oh, the haters are just gonna lose their minds, aren't they? Mm, 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 mm. Let's see. Marsha Crowell Miller doesn't need the measly salary. She already have that missing blood. Whoop! Diamond next to there pinning on Bunyan. Betty Kate of stealing. Well, that might be her. That might be, the game plan all along. But now I'm just gonna say, because where is this on the? Yeah, anything that you might comment and it's important to you, and I see it and read it. I mean, within reason. And Alan, we already discussed what in reason is. You can, just paste it again, and I'll read it, because as I'm coming down, I know I skipped a ton, 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 ton of comments. So let me see. We're getting better, just slight cough and stuffy nose. Oh yeah, her and her son have had a cold. Hey Keeper, how are you? And summer colds are the worst things. Bonzella, they are members of Paper's news cult. Yeah, basically. That would be it, right? They know some other secrets of people too, but They are both nasty people. They are. They are. They are. Ah, yeah. Well, I'm beginning to think just about everybody in the media over there is racist because if you aren't, you would have called out everybody else for their shenanigans. And I know some will say, the initials OS, everybody should know on the rota, if you're in the squad, who I'm talking about, who was on the cover of Tatler. And that is all that I ever need to know about him from this point on. Because if he did a sit down with that magazine, that is all I need to know about him from this point on. Hmm. Always said, Rhoda, be careful, don't trust, Whew, Lord of mercy. Um, Let me see. Raffaella, damn these pseudo journalists. Shameful, yeah. They are shameful. And I don't know. Diane, want to bet he doesn't call in sick Monday morning? Yeah, probably not. He has big protection. Because let me just show this. I showed it earlier, so I can just talk and say, when Harry and Meghan had given the family notice that this is their plan, this is what they were going to do, it was leaked, and Woody Woot came and said, "You have X number of days, otherwise I'm going to release it." And they just preempted. Like I said, I think it was Thursday I was talking about. They just That's why he has been so mad, because they preempted and took his shine. He was going to be gloating all over the place when he was able to have the exclusive. They're leaving, and this is the plan, and da 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 da. You remember Harry's even said in different interviews, writing it down, and then it's leaked, and it's like, we didn't want to write it. We purposely didn't want to write down our plan because we knew it would be leaked, and sure enough, he knew his yeah, his brother well. Let me see. Raffaella. Karma has arrived. Jail is calling. Well, some of them are going to get out of it because mental health is to get out of excruciating, people digging into your life, and they need privacy. That's the word that I've seen all over the place when it comes down to those two men that I showed. Privacy. Please give them privacy, their family privacy. The wife asked for privacy. Oh, you mother truckers know what privacy means. Except when Meghan and them never mentioned that they were leaving because of privacy, but you use that as, the rocks around their neck to hopefully drown them. And nothing and anything they've ever stated indicated that they were leaving because of privacy. They're leaving because you're trying to invade and go into places of their private life that you don't need. Now, there was somebody that said that, Hugh's private life is his private life and that we need to back off. Oh, but what's good for the goose better be good for the gander. Leave Harry and Meghan alone. Okay, everybody? Over there in the Rhoda in the UK, get a hint. Get a hint. Um, Annie, I hope Woot Woot gets his just dessert. Yes. Chocolate pie and a really creamy, hot, stuffed chocolate pie. I want him to have about 10 of those. Allegedly, he's limited his comments on IG. You wuss. You throw all this stuff at, Harry and Meghan, and when they were part of Working Royals, they couldn't just limit comments. That account couldn't. Everybody else just seems to find that magic button, suddenly, now that they're no longer Working Royals. But yeah. Raffaella Wooten, Morgan, Schofield, Clarkson, Seville. Oh yeah, Vine, friends of Camilla and Charles. And some of them have a little dual ship going on because Woody Woot is connected to someone on the board of the foundation. He got that promotion. He was chief of staff, and then he got a promotion over to the foundation of, the current Prince and Princess of Wales. Yeah, so there's a connection. Yeah, that's how these leaks, the quote leaks, were Jason, in my opinion. I don't care what they say. Let me see, Mashar. I swear to goodness that if none of these predators are not sued and jailed for their crimes, then a curse will befall the GB nation. So much evil on that salty island, it will consume itself. It is like, you would think people that just are out there, public life, you're on TV and you're reading the news of other people's scandals, and oh my goodness, and and all along, you a dirty little SOB. Yeah, okay. You truly believe, you truly deserve what you're getting, and Church Nelly, 400,000 for oats, apples, and new hay. How does she deserve a $40,000 increase from Philip? I mean, Philip, long time with the Queen. You know, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna say more than that. But I didn't even know he was paid. Like, huh? Damn. So you're just paid to be the spouse? And they used to go on, oh well, he can't have a job. Well, I never knew there was a salary up to this point. What? You're the spouse. Why do you need? Mm. Mrs. Esther Consort is not even walking behind KC3 to get Philip's money. Okay. She did what she needed to do to get to that. And if that's what she was doing to have title and that type of money, like really? Yeah, you need to burn. Burn, burn, burn. Um, Let me see. Oh my gosh. Diane. Okay. Ah. Whoa. Okay, Benjamin. Let me see. Diane, I see that comment. You got me in tears over here. Diane deserved that money. She gave priceless publicity to that family to the point 20 plus years later, and we still pay attention to them. It picked up after William and Kate, more so after Harry and Meghan. Yeah, well, William and Kate are the Blanders. It's not like they really bring anything. Um, Hey, little Mac, how are you? She needs the money to pay her bar tab and to keep her son happy, if you get my drift. Mm. I'm sure they'll all get peerages, whatever that entails. I believe that's money and property and all that stuff, right? So, when Camilla got married, put in her work at the stables and then retire when she got the crown, a typical bait and switch. Oh, yes. I did see some headline and I just chuckled, like, he's not happy with her, and it's like, well, he chose her. That's what you get. And other people are like, he chose her over Diana. Like, really? No one said he had taste. Um, well, I guess if the subjects of the queen do not want her to get a salary, they're gonna have to speak up, because I'm sure Parliament, from the so-called royals that aren't politically involved, ha ha ha. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if they do eventually pass it. Let me. Mm, 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 mm. I see he's come back. He's come back with another. Let me see. Alan, I hope Woo Woo gets a new boyfriend named Bubba. Is the Steel Bar Window Hotel? Yeah, I do too. I think a lot of us do. Um, or at least, he's out in the cold, and just now that two people have stepped forward, I have a feeling it's going to be a lot more, um, which does happen. I saw someone reference Me Too, and I thought it was absolutely disgusting to put it into context to this, that you're trying to shame people back into silence when these people have been silent for a long time. Cut it out, let them go, and let them have their say. And he, woo woo, as you call him, I like to call him Woody Woot. Woody Woot deserves every bit of the heat that he should feel. Mm. Don't limit your comments, buddy. Don't limit your comments. Woody Woot. All right, Alan. This is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you so very much. Okay. Come back over to oh, look at Benjamin. He snuck right on in there. Benjamin, the irony is that Diana wasn't in it for the money. For that comment, because that is so true. She loved him. Sadly, he played with her emotions, and she, being in the Risto line, I mean, Lord, they plucked her out, used her badly, and then they wanted to, she should have got double what she got. I'm just saying, from that divorce, yeah, because what they did was shameful. This is for you, Benjamin. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. That was for Baron out there, because I'm sure he's hiding in the clouds. Hi, Baron. Oh, Lordy. Let me see. What is Nightbot about? Is Nightbot driving y'all crazy? Nightbot is my way of giving back to channel members that are content creators. So it's dropping the links of their channels. It's also dropping the link to my store for the merch, Cash App, my Cash App, and then the link to channel membership. So Nightbot's kind of doing a little bit of the work, that sometimes the mods would do, and mods here will probably drop the links to Sussex positive channels. Y'all just wouldn't even see a chat if I put all those links in there, but I'm just trying to give back to my channel members who are content creators. That's what Nightbot is. Lorna, let me see. Diane Hawkins, yes, it's called a private members bill that King Chucky will tap a Tory flunky to get it passed in Parliament so that the taxpayers have to pay Camilla's salary. Isn't that something? To pay the spouse just because she's a spouse, not really doing anything. I mean, not that I'm checking for them, but I don't think they're doing much as far as engagements and et cetera, et cetera. So. Mimi, there's a reason why she wants to be called queen and not queen consort. Yeah, she doesn't want the con too much attached, but it's attached, and that's what she is, a consort. She's a consort. Mm-hmm. Mrs. S, obviously KC3 did not choose Diana. If he was allowed to choose, he would have gone for someone uglier than him in order for him to shine. Oh, woo. I don't even think they wanted him. Oh my goodness. Well, the requirements. And I heard this and I thought it was, yeah, it's just stuff from like 18th century. You must marry a virgin. Come on now. Anyway, I'm sure there's people that still think that way. Love your phone protector. Woo. Let me see. Benjamin. What is kid saying? Benjamin, she wanted to help people with her place in that ungrateful bunch of whiny gold spoon backstabbing lot. Church Nelly True. Yeah, she was in many aspects. That's probably why they don't like Meghan. Diane was there to truly, as you say, work. get out there and to improve the lives, if she could, of others, and to bring awareness to situations like landmines and AIDS, that you could shake the hand, you could hug somebody with that disease, and that you know, it was okay. Many of us will not ever forget that video of her just sitting down with someone at the hospital, and, when other people just would not have ever heard of it. So, Mrs. S, a person should be paid for having to lay down with that troll, Lord. Y'all are just. Oh, me, oh my. Okay. Too funny, too funny, too funny. Well, remember, and it's amazing all the money, that billions that KC3 is receiving as part of what, like, the Queen received. Take care of the different homes, houses, mansions, palaces, but just in his regard of taking care of his family, um, the consort is that, and why should she get a separate salary? But imagine, because I wonder if Philip paid taxes on that. Hmm. Not that it matters at this point. Kids, the other royal spouses from other families around the world have one thing that silky chicken, mumblebum don't, personalities. True. Um, they also seem to be more in touch, in a sense. I know I hate to say the subject, but they're people, so um, it's a big difference. But that is, as you say, that silky chicken, yeah, and mumbledum or middlebum, yeah, they have had 20 plus years, especially. The other ones had 40 plus years to have people. You saw how your father was received. You would think you would do just the opposite, but it's not part of him. He's got to be that stiff who likes it stiff. Okay, let me stop. Gather yourself. VS, gather yourself. Ooh, mm. Okay. I had to breathe through that one because I was getting ready to really go crazy. All right. I've caught up with comments. Go figure. Do y'all remember when I first started doing live streams? I'm going to have to go back and like highlight some of my initial live streams and laugh because I was a hot mess during them. I'd be responding to comments that were like 30 minutes old. At least now I can sort of keep up, kind of keep up with you all. So, Mrs. S, my job just called. Don't those morons know that VS Speaks is on? I refuse to answer. Don't be calling me unless someone is dying. Mrs. S, you were too funny. Oh, that's so sweet of you, though. That is so sweet of you. I have hit the hour mark just about. I know I was a few minutes late in getting started, so that is so sweet of you, Lorno. What do the royal family and English food have in common? They both have a reputation of being bland. Woo. They don't see themselves as that. Now, Harry was a little bit of spice, so obviously it would make sense as to whom he married. Yeah, spice. Little Mac, salary, security, and free housing, truly welfare recipients who don't care about the welfare of other people. No, they just want those people to feel good about paying their taxes so that they can live well. I mean, if your country's going through something, at least cut back. Like, say, let us step forward as the royal family and say that we are cutting our salary because we want it to go back to the people. Something. I know it's asking too much. Okay. Ooh, is that playing politics? They couldn't dare ask Parliament, but you can ask Parliament in some regard to, get that salary for, and I hope it's splashed all over the place. Church Nelly, what I want to know, since Tamp wanted a slim down monarchy, now that Harry and Meghan are gone, why are they costing taxpayers more money? Dun 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 dun. I'm gonna have to get a soundboard. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that on the wish list. Um, you know, I'm gonna maybe I'll create an Amazon wish list by Christmas. Because there's some good sound effects that I should be playing right now, Church Nelly. This would fit right in. But yes, that's why are they? That is the question that the people in the UK need to be asking. Some papers have mentioned it and even said, cosplay is spending more money. If she spent a lot on that outfit, and I haven't seen the cost, nobody has done a head to toe cost of how much her outfit. Whoever her stylist is getting over because they're taking a large chunk of that percentage. Let me see. Whew, let's see. Kids, Church Nelly, they are spending more on useless mess. Benjamin Padilla. The bots cost a lot of money, um, buying followers, subscribers, whatever. Costs a lot of money. Because you remember they used to try to keep pace with um, Royal Sussex Royal that was growing. That actually that's an accomplishment also. That was Guinness Book of World Records for how quickly they just exploded in followers. Yeah. Woo. All right, that's an accomplishment we have to remember. Um, Hattie, and they're doing less work. Yeah. Well. And those over in the UK would know if the quote working royals are out there and about and doing stuff because going to Wimbledon will be counted as an engagement, I'm sure. Because that's just what she does. And the father, probably Church Nelly. Probably. That's probably where it's going. As well as, keeping those friends in the media very happy. Too funny. Too funny. All right, everyone. Mrs. S, you can now call your job back. I'm going to end. I'm gonna go out here and look for these pictures of Meghan, just because I want to see them. If you've already seen them, maybe I'll share with the channel members. But okay, I need to get my life together here. I'm sorry, I'm on the Bird app. I shouldn't be on the Bird app because that's exactly what happens. You get going down the rabbit hole and get lost in the sauce out here. Okay, so hopefully everyone has hit the thumbs up. Maybe I'll post the number of how many thumbs up because some people seem to get upset that they can't see it, and I don't understand why that matters. Just hit the thumbs up. It's all good. If you hit the thumbs down, it's all good. It's engagement. Let me come over. Let me just look. All right. Yep. Everybody's catching on. Okay. So here's my outro music. Love you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you had a great time. We will be talking hopefully on Tuesday and then again on Thursday. But have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. Stay cool, everybody. Love y'all. Bye. Who just says bye to?